So this is my haul video. I'm going to show you the products I bought and the prices I paid for them. There is another video that's going to contain the footage and how I found Imats, who I spoke to, and all my ramblings. So first thing I bought was OCC lip tars. I bought loads. There was a mad rush for them and people were just buying them. Within the first hour of the doors opening, I think the Stalker shade was going to be sold out. Colours I got was Anime, NSFW, which I've forgotten what that means, Stalker, this one is Botanical, this one is Traffic, Grenada, or Grandma, not Grenada, Grandma, RX, this one is Harlot, and this one is Uber. If you want to see these swatched separately, if you do, just put a comment below, but I'm just trying to avoid making this video very long because I have got a lot of stuff. The next thing I bought was from ProChart, and this is a new company who have started making their own Pro charts, and they actually launched. The MAC ones are not bad, I do like them, but it's just nice to have a different face shape. The Pro chart ones are like these, and they've got the textured paper, so you can feel, you know, there is a slight texture to them. Not as much as the ones that I'm using with my MAC ones, but they will hold the makeup well, and it's a different face shape with a little bit more area for the eye makeup to go on. You've got brows which are very faint, and you can actually, they don't come to the ends, so you can actually create your own brow shape quite easily, and it's also got the bits at the bottom there for you to put in the details of what you've used. Now these were a little bit more on their own, or the special offer was £25 for 2 packs, so I've bought 2 and I will be using them. I do use face charts. I wish them well. Definitely in the UK there is a market for face charts. You can't get them that I know of unless you bring them in from the US, so you know, well done to them for thinking of that. It's a company called paperself.com. This is their card, and on there you can see they do these gorgeous little lashes, and these lashes are made out of paper. There's 4 in there, and this was £10. So I only got these with the intention of, if I like them, I will buy some more. And then I stopped by the Naked booth and bought these huge, super expensive pigments. So they come in a collection like that. You can't buy them individually, and they preset the collection. So if you want a colour from one collection and a colour from another collection, you have to buy 2 collections. They did have deals. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. I think this cost me £40, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pigments in there. They are very expensive. I'm not going to open them just yet. If you want me to swatch them separately, again, let me know. But they are slightly muted, so not very sparkly, natural earthy tones in there. And I don't have pigments in earthy tones, and I only buy something I don't have. And then I picked up this, which was their mattify. It's kind of a, it's like a, what do they call this? They call this eye matte. So it's an eyeshadow base, and any pigment you put on top of this becomes matte, which is really good because sometimes you want the colour payoff of a pigment, but it's too sparkly. And with the demonstration on the colour that I chose for her to demonstrate on me, it really did mute it down really nicely. So I think this will be useful. Picked up another airbrush gun for silicone based foundation. This gun is for any base foundation, but I've got one that I use for silicone based foundation, and that's an eye water as well. This eye water I want to keep separately from my silicone based foundation because the cleaning of the 2 bases are totally different, and I just don't want it. In this bag I have products from Guru. Guru were offering 35% off Makeup Forever products, which was really good. I got their high definition primer. This one might surprise you because I got the purple one. Now the purple one is for sallow skin. So this is skin that just needs brightening up. skin that's looking a bit dull, a bit grey. For me, I'm going to try this. I still haven't bought my Inglot silicone based one yet, but I want to try this. I've heard so much about it. This foundation comes recommended by Wayne Goss of Goss Makeup Artist, Richie Nicole, amongst others, so I thought I'm definitely going to give this one. Their Uplighters I haven't tried, and I think they're new. But I got this one here. It looks like an Inglot one actually, but I don't have one this colour, which is like a peachy bronze colour. Obviously you wouldn't need that much, and I would just use it on the cheeks or on the eyes. That's the sheen that gives me. Lash palette, I've heard Peachy Lude, you talk about this a lot, and when they went to Imats, you know, most of the gurus went and got these as well, and I've seen them use them in tutorials. Gold, silver, pinks, greens, blues and browns with black as well. Also want to play with scars and bruises and stuff that Peachy Lude does, and he really inspires me to do things like that. And he makes it look so easy. So I got the Ben Nye Bruise Wheel, which is a mix of, oh, I can't open it, it's got a label on it, but it's got a mix of colours suitable for creating bruises. And I also bought this stuff, which is scar wax. It's like scar wax, but it's a cheaper version. And Guru Makeup recommended this one because it's cheaper than the one I wanted to get originally that was on my list. But it's a nice way to play with them without feeling like you've broken the bank. So my friend's shopping list contained a grey nail polish from Inglot. I'm going to open this just to show you. So I got that one. That's number 961. Inglot actually had 30% discount, which is strange because their pro discount is 20%, but their trade discount was 30%, and I tell you, Inglot was a great success. They had a massive, massive stand. It was, I think they had one of the biggest stands there, and it went all the way around the corner. So, you know, lots of people got to see lots of different things. They had loads of stuff on there, really, really reasonable price. And you get so much for your money. So, Inglot definitely are a brand to check out. They were busy all of the time. They had crowds there, and all I could hear people saying is, we've got to get Inglot, have you seen Inglot? Oh, I have to go back and get some more. Even though, you know, you've seen them just buy stuff, they want to go back and buy some more. Obviously they've heard a lot from YouTube, they've heard a lot from other gurus, and just, you know, the demonstrations that were there were amazing. So that was a great success. It was the first time for NYX as well as Inglot. NYX had, you know, NYX prices are really reasonable. A lot of YouTubers use NYX products in their tutorials, so just the demonstrations are enough for people out there to know that it's a good product to use. You won't see people using them if they're not that great. I got there at a reasonable time, I think in between the first seminar and the second seminar, so in between the Guru Summit and the MAC seminar, and they ran out of so much stuff. They didn't have they just had 5 or 6 jumbo pencils left, and those were more or less in just 2 or 3 colours, which was like a gold, a dark black and something else. You know, none of the light colours were there, and they ran out of white eyeshadow base. They hardly had any lip liners, and they hardly had any eyeliners. So they had an offer, 5 products for £20, which was really good. I picked up their brown eyeshadow base, which is which is good for darker colours and for colours to stay truer. I also bought this long lip liner pencil, which looks like that. I wanted their skinny felt eyeliner, that was gone. They had loads of a fat one, but not a skinny one. And I bought these 2 jumbo pencils because obviously I wanted to make the most of the offer. That's the dark one, which is, oh, wrong way, which is called dark brown. It's called dark brown. And this one I don't know if I'll use so much, but it's a golden orangey colour, which is called gold. It's called gold. I was on strict orders to buy something for my little lady of the house, so I got her this beautiful glitter cream palette, and this wasn't in the offer, this was £5. Eldora was selling these lashes. They were 4 for £10, which were really good. This is almost holographic, really, really nice. Beryl from Makeup International emailed out some of the special offers they have, and I replied back asking her whether she was going to be at Imats because I wanted to get hold of the blush palette, which I wanted last year but they sold out. So she said she wasn't going to be there, but they were going to be selling them via a company called Wigs Up North, and she was going to ask them to reserve me a palette just to make sure they don't sell out. So this is the palette, and this is really, really good value. My guru, my mentor, Jay Rugani, who was the lady who trained me professionally in makeup, she uses this brand for foundations, eyeshadow, blush, everything, even the special effects stuff. And she used this once when we went to do some media makeup at a college for the students' video. They were doing something and she showed me the palette, and I used it then, and I was really impressed with the eyeshadow palette and the blush palette. Of course, I have so much eyeshadow, I don't want to add any more. I was in need of matte eyeshadows, so this is what I got. I'll come in closer. I think it's really good value, £40 for 12 eyeshadows, and they are huge. They're about the size of the NARS blushes. So you've got in there, you know, your pinky browns, your two highlighters, muted pinks there and mauves, and then you've got your, you know, really deep pink, brown, deep red, and a bright red in there. So I think that's really, really good value. The palette, this bit is really strong, and this is also very strong. It kind of reminds me of the Z palette, but much bigger. I don't know if their larger palette is as big as this. These are the colours on the back as well, so it's really good to see you know, what colour you're using, what shade you're using. And for students, I couldn't recommend this enough, as well as their foundation palette. Their foundation palette is just like this. You've got your yellow shades, your warm shades, and then you've got your colour correctors and highlighters in the middle, as well as your contour colours. Or it might be two separate palettes, one warm, one yellow. I'm not too sure. You might have light shades and dark shades here. You know, light yellow, dark yellow, and then a separate palette for warms. I'm not 100% sure. But again, their foundation palettes are £35, and you get so much foundation. The wells in here are really deep as well. So I have used them. I've used Jay's palette a number of times, and they're really good. I subscribe to Makeup Magazine. I did a year's annual subscription, and with the Pro card I got discount as well. So I went to Raw Brushes first, and I picked out these brushes. So I've got a pencil brush, nice soft fluffy dome brush, but I got a tapered brush and another blush brush. Went to Tem2. Again, I flashed my Pro card and got discount. I got Pro discount even though I'm not applied for Pro membership. But I got some silicone-based foundations. I really love the packaging. All of these products come in this really cute Ziploc bag, which is going to be useful even after these products are gone. So what have I got here? I've got the blushes and highlighters in here, and I've got the really small size, and this is going to last me for a while. I'm not using airbrush professionally just yet. I'm still playing with them on myself. I might still go for a course, and when I do, then I'll feel the confidence to use it on somebody else. And these are the foundations, and in here you've got a mix of warm and cool tones, but they're not quite yellow and orange. I feel like they're more olivey and more neutral based, so they're a bit different to the OCC ones I've got. There are 8 blushes in here, and this is the new range of blushes. So even though I've got blushes in here as well as the highlighters, I wanted to get some of the new colours which are in here. Now there are some duplicates, but I didn't mind so much because I wanted, like I said, the new shades, the pinks and the purples and the reds. This is the adjusters in there, so this is what you use to mix in with the other products to get a different colour, to tone something down, to brighten it up, or to create an eyeshadow. You can mix it, the blue, with one of the other colours, and then put in a luster in there to give it some shimmer. I've got the silicone based high definition colours, so these are really bright, highly pigmented colours which are great for some of the artwork that I like to do. And then I got the silicone based cleaner, the cleanser, so that I've got something to clean the airbrush through with. And that all came in this really cute little dinky duffel bag. And then she thought the bag was too small, so then she just popped that into another bigger bag. Like that. So I'm definitely going to use them. I just really am impressed with their packaging. I think they're really cool. That lot cost me £175. Now, some of you know, some of you don't know, airbrush makeup is very expensive. You only need a few drops when you're doing it, so you use much less, which is why I can get away with using the little tester. Some magnets from Yabi. These were £4.50, and they had little eyeshadows which were about this size actually. No, much smaller than this. These are about 10p piece size, whereas the Yabi eyeshadows are about 5p piece size. They were about £1, and I just wanted one, this bright blue, and they'd sold out, so maybe next year. I didn't want to buy their big palette, just maybe a couple.